Kickoff just moments away as we've arrived at Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Matt Prater ready to get this one going. And we're underway from Everbank Stadium. Fields this one at the 3. Finds some space. He's past the 30. All right, some good work on that one back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
When you script that first 15, Kate, and that first play is a run play, you can't do it better than that.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. They go right back to Hall. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Give him 8 on that one. And it'll be 1st down Colts.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. Some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Running back sent in motion. Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. And he's tackled for no gain. Offensive line fast. Rodgers from the gun. That's brought in downfield by Kincaid. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hall. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Working quickly here. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Brought in, Ty Felton. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. That's 16 on the pickup. That is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a gift to Hall. And look at this, 9 yards on a nice 1st down run.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And instead of pushing for the line, look at that. He's pushed backwards to the 5.
Tackling back at the 5-yard line.
Now Rodgers on this 3rd and short. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete. So they're going to be facing 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. They kick the running back in motion.
Take 30.
They'll go for it. Rodgers. And he's got it. It's in close. And they stop him. No touchdown. No first down.
Let's go, boys.
Run down near the end zone.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's going to be hit, set out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
It's second and 8.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Has him on the quick hitter. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run.
Oh, he's gone.
It's a breakaway. The 30. Gets the 10. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars don't need long to take a 6-0 lead.
Sure didn't take long for somebody to get this game off and running, pun intended. But there's a lot of rounds left to fight and punches to be thrown. Sure feels good, though, to be the first one to land that haymaker.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Prager on to send it away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set. 1st and 10.
26. Get 300. Get 300.
Rodgers to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
To throw again here on 2nd down. Rodgers on the move, headed right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Offense up to the line fast.
Third and 15.
Third and long for him here. That's caught for the first. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Running back sent in motion.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
First down. Here's Rodgers. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
They give on second to home, and he'll get them enough for a first down.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down. You know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
58.
1 quarter down in this all AFC South contest. 7-0 is our score. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Ready now for our second quarter. The Colts have the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. They set up the screen here for Hall. And they take him down right along the 30. Goes to the hurry up here.
88.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps these drive moving. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Colts first down.
58.
Hall running between the tackles. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
18. Go to 50. 630.
To throw, Rodgers. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Drew Tranquil with the pick. And the Jaguars have it as he reports his 7th interception of the season. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go. 19 Tiger. 19 tight.
From the gun, it's Ward. Chased out to his right. Pass caught by Tate Dell. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
79 Broncos. Cup 19. Warriors set.
Shotgun snap down to Ward. Short pass brought in. And defenders arriving in support to finishing off at the line.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
60 by 6, 70 range, Panther 11, Mustang 19.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Cox, that's Arian Smith. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
It's a gain of 8.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60, drop 60. 7 Pirates.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And it's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back still doing it to this day.
Again, Ward going to the air. Oh, he's in trouble, and he's going to go down. The Colts got him. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 33-yard line.
19 tight, 79 Broncos.
Ward now. Completed over the middle. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's now third down.
Cut 19. Cut 19. Viking 18. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Panther of Warriors 70.
Here he is on 3rd and short. He's got Bellinger. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. The tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Crack 70 Lions.
Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. It's the Jags in front here at Everbank. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Gonna throw this one. Ward. He throws a bullet deep. This is caught inside the 15. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars grow their lead just before halftime. Prater adds the PAT. And the Jaguars double their lead to 14. Now Prater on to send it away. Returnable from the 2. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
158. Kelly, don't let Kelly.
Back to work after throwing the pick. He's going deep this time. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Gets his tight end on the corner route. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be 1st down Colts. Hall takes it straight ahead. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. Colts operating from the hurry up, rushing back to the line. Rodgers from the gun. Buying some time right. Winds up and chucks this deep right. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Jaguars get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Man, these guys just can't get out of their own way right now, and we both know it's only going to hurt worse as this game rolls on.
Yeah, kind of stuck in a loop right now. And I don't care what sport it is. If it's golf, if it's shooting a free throw, bat and baseball, like you grip it tight and you grip that ball tight, usually bad things follow.
Throwing now on 1st down. Ward has him on the quick hitter. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. That goes for 32 yards. That's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
Let's go now. 19, Mustang 19. Dragon 60. Go.
Defense showing blitz here. Ward buys time, rolling right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? That slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin a game.
19 Lions.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
1st and 10 here. Ward. nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Hits him on the out route. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Ready,
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
ready, big lion.
Design quarterback run here. And he's in for the touchdown. The Jaguars get 4 points to end a lopsided first half. Prater on for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Jaguars stretch their lead to 21.
Jaguars 21. Colts nothing. And Prater is set to kick off.
Now Prater on to send it away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. We stop him right as he gets up past the 15. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins.
50, 158. Hey, 88.
First down throw here by Rodgers. He's trying to go deep again. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, has not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Hey, 258.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Forced out to his right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Puka Nacua the target on that throw. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
318. Got 300.
Rodgers going to throw here. 3rd down. He's loaded another one up. It connects on the deep shot. He has it all the way inside the opposing 40. Just before halftime, we get a timeout ticket.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
They'll throw again. Rodgers. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. No luck finding his receiver that time, and it's going to be 2nd down. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. It's far enough, but no
Smoked
good.
it.
He sent it just a little bit right.
Nice to kicker, my boy.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Smith has it on the tee, and it's ready to send it flying.
Yeah, it should be on the other one. Hey, listen, I ain't the commissioner.
Moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback.
I just load up and play, my dog. Woohoo!
Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 70, Panther 60, Panther 60. Trap 60, trap 60.
Ward's going to throw it. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Mustang 19. Here we go, here we go.
From the gun, it's Ward. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
60 Eagles.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Taken in by Bellinger. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
On 4th down and 5, the offense staying out there. They're going for this. It's complete. This is Anguika. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Look at that. No worry at all from their sideline, Brock. A 13-yard pickup on 4th down. That was impressive. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Shotgun snap now to Ward. On the move, headed right. He's keeping it. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
19, 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler. Warriors, 70. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Off the play fake. Here's Ward. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25.
Lucky that ain't Kittle.
Well, they will certainly take that kind of passing from the rookie out of Miami as he gets them the first.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Cougar 19.
Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Okay,
Nice run, only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
70. Stephanie. Viking 18.
Again, this is Mitchell. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Ready.
Here's Mitchell again. And he's able to get this down to the 13. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
Gain of 4 yards. That's another
Cougar 19.
First and 10 at the 13-yard
Now a give right side to Mitchell. He surges ahead for 5. Make it 2nd down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
70 Lions. Check, hurt.
Mitchell up the middle. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Here we go. Packers top 70. Unlock line.
Hand off, running left, right. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Jaguars grow the lead coming out of halftime. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. Prater able to tack on the extra point. And the Jaguars grow their lead yet again.
We just gonna big boy you to death.
Now Prater on to send it away. Returnable from the 1.
Yeah, they get your old ass Aaron Rodgers.
He manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
You can't even build with him. Yeah, he old. That too.
Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes 1st and 10.
I appreciate you competing.
From the shotgun. Here's Rodgers. The Jaguars are there. He's hauled down. Goes to the hurry-up offense here.
We got some goons over here now. Right.
Here's Rodgers. Completed over the middle. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Oh, you done built him up a little bit.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down.
The issues this offense has been having, well, they extend well beyond 3rd down today. You just look at that big goose egg on the scoreboard, but now time's not on their side either.
Here we go. 4th down with Rodgers. It's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Brought in. He drives this down to the 8 before going out.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Mitchell gets it from the gun, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Prater on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars continue piling onto this lead. Now Prater on to send it away. He's going to field this at the 2.
Come here.
And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. So the offense trying to flex a little creativity on that 1st down, and the defense, well, they flex right back. No gain. 2nd down coming up. To throw, Rodgers.
Oh, my Lord. Come on, Bullard.
And Some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Colts who have the football. Given the score, they're going to need points every time out from here on. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. It's Hall on the carry. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Working quickly here. Flag down. This could be a
oh, don't do me like that. That's my pick I need, too.
Savon Rebel with the pick. And
Come
they get to
on.
the return, but will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. 2nd and 3 now. Here's Hall once more. And they find him after just a yard. And it's 3rd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Jump out! 319!
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Oh no, they get him yet again! Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Jaguars will take over as he picks off his 10th pass of the season. 1st and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Going to throw this one. Ward. Chased out to his right. Connects downfield. On target to Dell. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The game gets this down inside the 35. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Jaguars, 1st down.
Come on.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now Ward. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
And they take it out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Again, Ward going to the air.
Good D.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Brought in right side by Kincaid. And the stop will be made as he gets this up to about the 18. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down.
All set now. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's the backup. First throw. They set up the screen here for Hall. And he's brought down after a short gain. Offense in a hurry up here.
Complete to Brees Hall. A gain of a yard. Brings up second.
From the shotgun, it's yours.
The 19-yard line.
Oh!
Fits it through the middle. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. And gets 16 yards on that play. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
This entire play, Case, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
They kick the running back in motion. From the shotgun, yours. Connects with his back, Hall. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
At the 37.
Operating from the gun, it's yours. Finds Kincaid. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's a gain of 22. And it'll be first down, Colts.
22 yards. That's another Colts first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
This is Hall. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Offense to the line fast.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and
Yours to the air now.
at the 41-yard line.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive block. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yep.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Putting the tight end in motion. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that one's incomplete for now. He brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. This drive just keeps on moving. After the penalty resets that marker. They send the tight end in motion. To throw, here's yours. Connects on the crosser. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Colts.
Play action, yours. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Throwing now, it's yours. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
To the air on 3rd and long. He's got a man left. And he's tackled for a short gain. Working quickly here.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Jaguars getting closer to their 13th win of the season.
On the ready.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
19 Lions. Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready, ready.
They're going to pass it here. Throw right side. Dell has it. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. First down now, ball at the 33.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
On the throwaway.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window, don't risk yet another interception.
Shotgun snap now to Ward. Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete. Tried to get that one to Arian Smith. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Here we go, here we go. Panther 60.
3rd and long for him here. It's a big strike downfield to Aguka. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
First down.
Go.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Dragon 60. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down at the 30. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, it's Ward. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
From the red zone on 1st. Guys, and stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Jaguars continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Prater adds the PAT. And the Jaguars continue adding on to that lead. Now Prater on to send it away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. He stopped on the run back of the 27.
The Colts take over first down.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing here, Ewers. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. Looking for his wide receiver there. So 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here's Ewers to throw. Cut for big yards on the right side. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
To throw, Ewers. That one's cut along the left sideline. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. The timeout arrives with just 3 seconds remaining in this game, so we've got one more snap coming up. All right, one more snap to play here.
19 Lions. Cougar 79 Broncos. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Here he goes, one final shot. And that'll chip away some of this near the end. It's caught for a touchdown.